We often like to believe that the world is divided into good and evil people, that we, as kind and moral individuals, are fundamentally different from those who commit acts of cruelty. But if you've ever felt a deep sense of horror or confusion wondering how ordinary people can lose their way, that reaction isn't a sign of weakness. It is a sign of your moral empathy. It is the beginning of a higher level of awareness. Understanding the darkness isn't about excusing it. It's about arming yourself with the psychological tools to ensure that your light never wavers. Even under extreme pressure, today, we are exploring the difficult but essential truth of how good people can end up participating in atrocity, and how understanding these 5 psychological shifts can help you remain an anchor of integrity in a complex world.
The first reason involves the power of social conformity. Psychology shows that humans have a deep-seated evolutionary drive to fit into a group for survival. In famous experiments, researchers found that people will often choose an obviously wrong answer just to avoid being the odd one out. In a high-stakes environment, this drive can be exploited. Relatable examples are all around us. Perhaps you've stayed silent during an unfair joke, just to avoid a social conflict. To reframe this, recognize that your desire for connection is a strength. But true belonging requires the courage to be an individual. When you value your own moral compass over temporary group approval, you become a leader who others can follow toward the truth.
The second insight is the diffusion of responsibility. Research indicates that when people are part of a large bureaucracy or a crowd, they feel less personally accountable for the outcome. It is the "I was just doing my job" or "everyone else was doing it" mentality. You see this in modern workplaces when a small ethical corner is cut because it's just how the system works. However, the positive reframe is to realize your personal agency. By acknowledging that every small action you take has a ripple effect, you reclaim your power. You aren't just a cog in a machine. You are the architect of your own character. And your refusal to participate in small wrongs protects your soul from the larger ones. Third, we must look at dehumanization through language. Psychology shows that before people can act cruelly toward another, they must first stop seeing them as human. This starts with labels, jargon, or othering language that strips away an individual's face and story. We see this in toxic online communities where people are reduced to by staying mindful of how you speak about those you disagree with. You maintain your empathy, choosing to see the shared humanity in everyone, regardless of their background, is a profound strength that acts as a shield against the psychological manipulation that fuels conflict. Fourth is the gradual escalation, or the foot-in-thudder effect. No one wakes up and decides to commit an atrocity. Research indicates that moral erosion happens in tiny, almost imperceptible steps. It starts with a small compromise, a minor silence, or a slight deviation from one's values. Relatable examples include compromising your integrity for a minor promotion or ignoring a small lie. The empowering takeaway here is the importance of the small win. By being ruthlessly honest in the minor details of your life, you build the moral muscle necessary to stand firm when the stakes become life. Finally, we encounter obedience to authority. In one of the most famous studies in psychology, it was shown that ordinary people would inflict pain on others if instructed to do so by a person in a lab coat. We are taught from a young age that following orders is a virtue. While respect for order is necessary for a functioning society, the dangerous smarts lie in knowing when to question it. Reframing this means realizing that true loyalty isn't blind obedience, it is loyalty to a higher principle of justice. Your ability to think critically and say no to an authority figure when they violate. Human dignity is the ultimate mark of a mature, intelligent personality. Ever wondered how good people with the best intentions, sometimes end up making terrible mistakes? It's a heavy thought, but understanding this is the first step to making sure it doesn't happen to you. It's not about becoming cynical or losing faith in others. It's about becoming smarter, more resilient. When we study why good people fail, we're really just learning to recognize psychological traps and hidden pressures. This knowledge gives you a superpower. The ability to see these traps coming and choose a different path. One guided by self-awareness and compassion, by looking honestly at these darker patterns of human behavior. You learn how to better protect the light within yourself and in the people around you. It's about strengthening your own character to face life's complexities. Thanks for watching, and if this resonated with you, consider subscribing for more content like this. If you value these deep dives into the human psyche and want to continue building your emotional intelligence, hit the subscribe button and join our community. We explore the why behind the who every single week, helping you stay grounded in your truth